I'm Pastor Elmo Johnson. Church is in Houston, Texas, in the 4th Ward section of our city. That's inner city, right near downtown. Rose of Sharon Baptist Church. Well, I'm here in Austin today to support parent power because parents should have the power of their kids when they go to school. In fact, I preach that. I tell parents parental involvement is very important. If you don't get involved in your children's education, a lot of time they may drop out. You, a parent, have to be involved. Now, my mother, she finished the 8th grade, but she made sure that she was involved in our education. I got a scholarship. I went to MC Williams High School, got a scholarship to HBU, and I wanted to change my mind. She did not let me change my mind because I had siblings behind me. Consequently, my brother finished TSU and his wife, and I had a little sister to go to TSU, so behind me. And I was the first one to actually finish college. But education is so important. That's why I'm here, is to support parent power. What I see in my community that really alarms me, if you don't educate a child from the 1st to the 8th grade, there's a good chance, probably a 60% chance, they drop out. I had 8 kids in my community to drop out. I went to get them and take them back to school and made them stay in school. Because I know when you drop out, you stand on the corner and sell drugs, you get in a gang, you start breaking in houses because the street train you how to do bad. School train you how to get an education to be a productive citizen. Now, one thing I just wish the school would bring back is a vocation. All kids are not college kids. So wood shop and mechanic shop and electrician and plumbing and HVAC, we need those vocations. You don't really have to have a college education to learn those trades, but you can learn them and do well. My son, of course, he went a year at TSU, but he's a plumber, he's a plumber. He works for the union, $28 an hour, and he loves it. So all kids don't have to go to college, but I think all kids have to finish high school because kids, they need the basics. And I think they're getting away from the basics. They test. And our basic, when I was coming up back in the 50s, 60s, I know I'm old school. We had math, we had English, we had science, we had math, English, science, reading, spelling, those basic things that gave us a basic for reading. We had to read because the life of a high schooler, if you learn how to read between 1st grade and 8th grade, you can make it. Reading is very important. And I know I'm getting off. My message to people that have children in the community, especially a poor community, a low to moderate income community, is to get involved in your child's education. Now, a lot of times the parents get involved in the education from pre-K to 5th grade, but get involved in your child complete education from kindergarten to 12th grade. And if they go to college, I know you have to continue to be involved, but get involved in your children's education. If they don't go to college, try to help them to go to a junior college and get a vocation. If you don't get a good education, the streets will teach you to get a bad education and you end up in prison. When I say a bad education, robbing, stealing, breaking in people's houses, carjacking. That comes from a child that did not finish high school. And I saw on the news the other day a kid had money in his hand. This is what you do when you have a good night of robbing. And they caught him, because it was stupid. But he didn't finish high school, so he didn't have any other alternative. Make sure you get involved in your child's education. Preachers, if preachers hear this, please adopt the school in your community and get involved in those children's education. It's very, very important that we as community leaders get involved in the children's education. Very important, very important.